Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. session of the 2024 OpenSimulator Community Conference. In this session, we are pleased to introduce the presentation WordPress Interface for OpenSimulator W4os. Our speaker is Gudule Lapointe. Gudule Lapointe is founder and public face of Speculoos World. Born in 2006 in Second Life, she boarded the OpenSimulator experience and created Speculoos World Grid in 2011. She developed or contributed to several complementary solutions for OpenSim Grid like 2DO, hype events, teleport boards, flexible helper scripts, and Debian installation helpers. Currently, she develops W4os, the OpenSimulator WordPress interface. You can visit the project at w4os.org. Please check out the website found at conference.opensimulator.org for speaker bios, details of the session, and the full schedule of events. The session is being live streamed and recorded, so if you have questions or comments during the session, you may send tweets to @OpenSimCC with the hashtag #OSCC24. Welcome, everyone. Let's begin the session.
Thank you, Leah. Welcome, everyone, and thank you to welcome me once again to present this plugin. As I usually say, we all face the same challenges, getting a full operational grid and offer all the features. OpenSimulator Core provides the main one, but not all of them. You need to install at least a web interface to allow users to register it, a web asset server, a couple of helpers, and it's a nightmare. At least a dozen different applications, each of them from different projects, using different platforms or languages. And even when they use the same language, they use different standards. A slide, yes, okay. This is OpenSimulator au naturel. For those who are not familiar with this, nearly each line of this graph requires its own configuration, with its own named conventions when not in its own programming language. Honestly, if you are comfortable with this, maybe you should see a doctor. Some of them even have no implementation at all, only workarounds, like the inward search replaced by beacons like OpenSim World, or the initial IP events project. No viewer integration. And of course, you usually need a website too. So, and then there were one. My first step years ago was to consolidate existing helpers and rewrite them to use a single config file. That's the project Flexible Helper Scripts. It is still maintained as a standalone project in parallel with W4os, as it's in the core part of the plugin. But the helpers by themselves don't solve the web integration. So the approach. So this is the WordPress interface for OpenSimulator. It must be a one-stop shop for all needs: user registration, grid management, in-world, and web helpers. Why WordPress? Because it's popular, it's open source, it's powerful, and it's multilingual. We want centralized management, no more settings in different places using different standards, a unified configuration method. And in an ideal world, it should be easy to set up. It's getting better, but we're not done yet. And so that's the result. W4os centralized the web interface with the registration, initial avatar model, web profile, password changes, and the helpers, the search, the land sales, the classifieds, calendar, everything in one place. It also gives the configs to include in OpenSimulator ini files. At this stage, it doesn't write the full config. It gives the parts to update. And all of this can be integrated with the rest of the website to get the same look and feel everywhere. Let's go through the features. Avatar registration. That's the first need. The plugin allows users to register an avatar directly from the website. You can protect some names. For example, you don't want users to use your grid name as their last name. Users can choose their initial outfit. You define models by creating and customizing dedicated avatars. I say dedicated because these are not avatars you are supposed to play with. What they wear will be the appearance of the new user, and their profile picture will be used on the website for the model picking form. And I just wrote the same thing twice. Sorry. The blocks. Most of the features of the plugin are available as blocks. It's the big thing in WordPress. When I say block, it can be shortcodes, and it can be modules for specific themes like DV. All blocks are available at least as shortcode and Gutenberg blocks. So they can be used by every WordPress site. The plugin can be, to answer a question I just noticed, no, but we will see the question after. But it's interesting, the plugin can be used in conjunction with some other web interfaces or some other web helpers. It's made in a modular way, so you as much as I could think of needs, you can enable or disable some parts of it. Let's continue. Examples of the blocks. You can have of course, the base is grid info and grid status. The registration form is a block, so you can put it on the page you want. The profile page also. You have a block for popular places also, which is not You will see it in another slide later. And also destination guides and web search. I will go to it later also. For example, you can do the splash page with the blocks. It's the page displayed in the viewer when you have the login screen. I'm not particularly proud of this one. It's a bit busy, but that was my taste a few years ago. The thing is, it will be easy to change it. And you can mix a block, thanks to the WordPress system, you can mix blocks from the plugin, like the grid info here and the popular places, and latest news from the website, like the blue block on the right of the screen. So you can fully benefit from the WordPress features as well as the plugin features. So the best of both worlds. I talked about search. Search is divided in two parts. First, the web search. That was the thing I was missing the most. While websites dedicated to that are really interesting, I think it's really important to get it here. The plugin, and more precisely the helpers, allow this. And you can either show only the results for your own grid or register to a search engine to show the results of several grids together. For example, you can register at todo.directory, which is a shared engine. So you will have all the search results from all the grids using the same search engine. The calendar. I am sorry if you hear chicken, it's in my garden and I cannot have them be silent. So from time to time, they will pop up.
Oh, that's wonderful. We love it.
Where was I? The calendar, same as for the search for places. It's something I care a lot. It's integrated and it's like for other searches. By using to-do directory, you can share you can have the results from other grids too, and with the hypergrid links. No, this was supposed to come before the previous slide. The search globally is also available with the tab web search in the viewer, and so that's also provided by w4os plugin. With, of course, the same results than in the standard viewer search. The destination guide is interesting. It's a small, clean presentation of interesting places. It's a convenient way to help your members to find places to go. And the blog used the same source format as our in-world teleport board. So if you use the teleport board in-world, you can show the same results. Okay, it's called the new features, let's say the recent features. I always try to enhance the easiness of the plugins, and there is a lot more to do. But this is getting better every day. Different settings page for each functionality, direct link from the admin bar menu, detailed instructions everywhere I can. It's localizable, and it's already available in English and French, which are regularly updated, and also in Dutch, German, Italian, and Portuguese. And now, where are the last year's announced features? To help you understand, here is a graph. Helpers and web integrations are huge. A lot of different things linked together, and each change has implications everywhere. It's a lot of work for a single person. I'm doing my best. So the next thing, I announced it last year, but this time I'm I've nearly achieved it, is the separation of avatars and WordPress user account, because some users want to be able to have several avatars. So it will be a better approach. It will allow the grid owner to set rules, like now one user per avatar, one avatar per user, or multiple avatars, or even managing avatars without creating user on the main website. I work currently on it. It will be available in the next weeks, and it's the first step. And that's it for now. Thank you for your attention. For more information, you can check the w4os website, the to-do directory. I will put the links in the chat, and Speculoos lab region for the in-world objects. Thank you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gudule. And for those of you listening on the live stream, it's w4os.org. Any last thoughts, questions before we? Lisa keeps asking, where can I get the slides, Gudule? Are you going to post them on your site or with your presentation? With your speaker bio? Yeah.
Yes. I will do that. I will post them on the website. I realized I should have given you the text of the speech too, because I saw you copied something in the chat.
You know, and there was a question earlier from Lisa where she was asking, because there was some discussion, do you have any concerns about WordPress and its security? And do you have any thoughts about this kind of effort for Joomla or other web interfaces?
Joomla, unfortunately, seems abandoned. I tried to have a look on it, and it was last updated like 3 years or 4 years ago, and that's not good for something related to CMS. And the security of WordPress is pretty good. You need to add some plugins to enhance the security. I use WordFence, and it's pretty good at blocking any attempts to hack the website or to create fake accounts, things like that.
I think the concern was the connectivity between WordPress and W4os and the grid server.
Sorry, my own website is not connected to the grid server. The grid using the plugin install the plugin on their own websites. So the only shared thing is optional, and it's with the use of to-do.directory, and then you only send the events you want to share, not all the places you want to share. There is no direct connection between our website and the grid website.
Well, thank you, Gudule, for that informative and interesting presentation. And Lisa, I'll get back to you on that request in just a moment. As a reminder to our audience, you will want to check out the conference.opensimulator.org to see what is coming up on the conference schedule. You won't want to miss our next session, which begins at 8:30 a.m. in this keynote region, and it's entitled WebRTC Voice for OpenSimulator. Also, we encourage you to visit the OSCC24 Poster Expo in the OSCC Expo 3 region to find accompanying information on presentations and explore the hypergrid resources in OSCC Expo 2 region, along with the sponsor and crowdfunder booths located throughout all of the OSCC Expo regions. Thank you again to Gudule and to the audience.